Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, tricked my mom into finally admitting that my cooking was good. Bully pushed my head against the window so I got him expelled. Don't pay your debt? Guess that will be your wedding gift. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Tricked my mom into finally admitting that my cooking was good. I've been enrolled in a cooking school for over a year, and my mom, she's never been supportive. Because I dropped out of a nursing program to get into a cooking school. She's always making snide comments about how I should have been a nurse or a lawyer, or how I'll only ever be a subservient housewife with this, and when I do make something, she always criticizes it. Like she's Gordon Ramsay or something. Oh, too much salt. It's undercooked. It looks like crap. Even though, pretty much everyone else says the opposite. She's looking for any little thing she can critique about my cooking. She keeps telling me I can't cook and need to get into a real career. I've cooked 3-course dinners for the family and they always get positive reviews, except for her. She had a party for her work friends. I made a whole tray of my specialty take on homemade meatballs, a recipe I conceptualized myself, my signature dish. Everyone kept going back and getting more, so many that they ran out. I asked Mom what she thought. She said they were drunk, they couldn't taste anything. So, I figured if I wanted to get her to compliment my cooking, I'd have to trick her. I cooked her a meal, one of her favorites from scratch, her biggest weakness that she can never resist. Dressed it up to look professional and put it in a generic to-go box and had my boyfriend take video of me preparing it, start to finish. I called her and told her that my boyfriend and I were eating at this diner that doesn't exist, made up a fake name for it and everything. I told her they had her favorite meal and asked if she wanted us to bring her one. Of course, she said yes. I brought the dish and told her more about the fake diner. She started eating it and complimented how good it was. How she wanted to go there and get another one. After she was almost through with the meal, I asked her for her honest opinions so we could write a review on Yelp. She went on for 10 minutes about how great it was and then I sprung it on her. That I cooked it. Her tone changed. She put the fork down and said she was lying, that it tasted like crap. My boyfriend showed her the video. She Googled the restaurant and it didn't show up. She started pointing out flaws with the meal, like how there was too much sauce and it was really spicy and burned her mouth. I asked her why she almost finished the whole thing if it was so spicy. She didn't say anything, so I just asked her if she was ready to admit it. She said no, so we left, but I spotted her eating it from the other room. I asked her again and she laughed and finally told me yes. That I'm a good chef. So, after a year of doubting I was a good chef and holding my dreams back, she finally admitted it. Geez, I'm glad you got her to finally admit it, but geez. Her support really shouldn't have to be tricked out of her, as a kind mother would offer support and encouragement, not weaseling her way out of a compliment in the first place. Anyway, I bet you're an amazing cook, and let me know if you ever decide to ship your food out. Keep going. I feel like you are normalizing your mom's terrible behavior. I would stop cooking anything for her or her friends. Don't give her undermining attitude any more support. She's not doubting you, she's being intentionally cruel. You're doing what you love, that's all that matters. That is the real petty revenge. Got a family dinner planned? Sorry Mom, you can't come because I am cooking and you don't like what I cook. Bring your own food barbecue? Sorry Mom, you can't eat these dishes because I made them and I know you don't like my cooking. Family get together at your house? Hey Mom, I know you hate my cooking, so I bought you this frozen microwave meal from the shop, enjoy. Now it's her turn. Get her to try and trick you into thinking she's not a bad parent. Your mom is the worst. Glad you're getting her to come around, but someone like that doesn't deserve your cooking in the first place. Bully pushed my head against the window, so I got him expelled. I was sitting on the bus one day when my bully got on. I had already found a seat and was sitting alone. The bully came up to me and demanded to sit next to me, probably to bully me on the ride home. I told him no, there were plenty of other seats. He argued with me for a bit, then slammed my head against the window. He sat down and I looked out the window the ride home, trying not to cry as my imaginary man jumped over the telephone poles. Next day I concocted a plan. I knew this bully chewed tobacco. I was in 7th grade, he was in 8th grade. When I got off the bus to get to school, I told the bus driver that he was chewing on the bus. He wasn't, he was smart enough to do it out of the sight of authority. The bus driver stopped him when he got to the front and asked him to empty his pockets. She found the chew and sent him to the principal's office. Turns out, that was the 3rd time he was caught with chew. His dad bought it for him and the school was fed up with him distributing it through the school. He was expelled. Found out through the grapevine. My bus buddy said he thought I was going to bring a gun in the next day. Nah, I had another plan. Good plan. Well thought out and executed. Honestly, didn't expect him to get expelled. I just wanted him to get in trouble in some way. Teachers usually didn't give a shit when you were beaten up. They would make you both talk to the principal, then send you back to class. First time I did that, different bully, he punched me again as we left the office, lol. I'm glad I wasn't the only one with an imaginary man who either ran alongside the vehicle or did parkour through the concrete jungle. The fact that chew is what got him kicked out and not physical violence is really telling on the whole system. Probably the distributing to other kids part got him expelled. Smart thinking. My oldest son was beat up by 2 older kids in middle school. They hit him over the head with a rock and gave him a concussion. Because he fought back, all 3 of them ended up with in-school suspension. Bullies were pissed they were caught. One of them came the next day with an airsoft pistol to intimidate my son, but his accomplice thought it was real. He ratted out his buddy because he thought he was going to get into more trouble. Immediate expulsion. Don't pay your debt? Guess that will be your wedding gift. A couple of weeks ago, my uncle married his long-term girlfriend. As custom in my country, every wedding guest has to give the newlywed a gift for their marriage. For context, my parents have a mechanic workshop, my dad repairing the cars and my mom doing the documents part. Almost everyone in my town goes to get their car fixed there, including my other family members. As in every business, there are people who, after having the car fixed, promise to pay eventually because they are short on money and never do. Obviously, family are the most common ones that fall into this category. My uncles, mom's brothers, have a running theme of not paying on time, or not at all, and my parents let them pass because, well, they are family. They prefer to let them go, over causing any more drama in the family. One of my uncles, let's call him T, took his car to my parents' workshop to get it fixed. Since he needed a car while his was getting fixed, they lent him the business car as is custom with the clients. A couple of months go by, and my parents are tired of asking him to pay them and take his car away because it's affecting the workshop at this point and my parents' tax money, since they have to use their own money to pay for his repair because he doesn't pay them. Next Saturday was my uncle's wedding and my mom already knew what she was going to do. Instead of giving them money or any of the gifts they asked for, she instead gave them the absent of his payment. Once the wedding passed, she gave them the envelopment containing all of his bills, summing to the absurd amount of 2,000 euros. Basically, their wedding gift was getting their debt paid and not owing my parents money. They were pretty pissed about it, because they were looking forward to getting money, which in my opinion is quite entitled tbh. And if you ask me, that is quite a great wedding gift. I thought my mom acted in a petty manner, while also being nice. Too nice maybe. She gave him the gift of 2,000 euros in debt relief. What's wrong with that? She could have been pettier and given them a check made out to their company in the amount of €2,000. In his mind, he wasn't going to pay it anyway, so it was already taken care of. He's pissed because he shamelessly expected the envelope to contain a big cash gift. Your mom is a genius. That's a fantastic wedding gift. It's also beautiful revenge. And the business card for the mechanic in the next town. Good on your mother, and I'd never do another repair for your uncle. Being family is no excuse for not paying bills. In fact, it should be even more of a reason to pay your bill, which was probably discounted already. I'm an atheist, however I still like to imagine there's a special place in hell for those who pull shit like this with their family and friends. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.